we've got baseball on the show. It's the Athletics taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming your way next. Almost ready to get underway, and towing the slab in this one, Logan Gilbert.
Well, this guy lives and dies with his slider, and it's a good one. Most guys, they're working off of their fastball, but he's backwards a little bit, works off the slider, and then when a fastball comes, it can add a little velocity in terms of perception when guys are used to seeing that off-speed pitch. When it's right, really tough to hit, even if you guess it's coming, because it's breaking two planes, horizontal and vertical. Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Here's a 1-1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Butler tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Got him. Rusty Valentine rings him up. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. Big time power. Swings and misses. It's 0-1. Rooker, a former All-Star, batting second in today's lineup. He's usually in right field, but today he's getting the DH treatment. The pitch.
Well, a nice day off for him, not having to jog out to the outfield. Gets to be in the DH spot. Be curious to see how he keeps himself in a rhythm, not playing defense.
That one in the dirt. Now 1-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next pitch misses way outside. 1 out, base is empty. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video, because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
This is J.J. Bleday. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Rooker over at second, 1 down. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Raleigh down to first with it, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Definitely a strikeout situation right there, and he got it. You do not want him to put the ball in play and want to strand that runner at third. Now all he needs is 1 more out to get it. Doesn't have to be a strikeout this time, since now they're 2 outs.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Shea Langoliers. No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. That one finds the zone, and the count is 1-1.
1-1.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
2-1.
And now 2-2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Runner at third, 2 away. And that one hammered. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. So now the Mariners offense gets to go to work for the first time. We've got no score. Back at T-Mobile Park. And towing the slab in this one, Luis Severino.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Just
That's
missed.
ball, that's down.
That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. Runner on the go. Swinging a foul out of play. Runner at first with no outs here. And strike 2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Cal Raleigh. Fouled off left side. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Robles runs. Pitching for a strike. Throw there. Safe.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
That one off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high. Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. Now this one gets away from the catcher. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base. Now just 90 feet away.
2 outs with a runner at third. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and that ends the inning. One left for Seattle. Scoreless after one. Back in Seattle, second inning set to go. And now the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. Gilbert back to work. Fastball for a strike. Gilbert, an all-star a season ago. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a splitter, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. Fouled off. He was late. And a swing and a miss. And K is his third of the game. Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
No ball, one strike.
One down, base is empty.
Nope, ball.
Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1-2 is the count.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's outside. Full count, 3-2.
Count is full.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
So here's Brown at the plate. That one outside. Ball 1.
1-0. Ball.
To the right side. Fires over to first. The A's go quietly. And the A's are gone in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. And now for Seattle, Luke Rayleigh. It's interesting. He plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Gone! He circles the bases, and they jump out front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the batsman carried it out of here.
Now batting Mitch Haniger. Turned on, but foul wide of third.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it surprised a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Next pitch off the plate, and a count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he chases that one below the zone. Catcher has it, fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Batting 7, the shortstop,
J.P. Crawford now at the plate. Outside low, and that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there. 2 outs, bases empty. Jorge Polanco up next for the Mariners. And that's in there for strike 1. Two outs, bases empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. But the Mariners draw first blood here on this solo homer. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Luis Urias.
How about this one, Boog? In 2023, Urias hit grand slams for Boston in back-to-back plate appearances. They happened on different days, but he still became the first Red Sox player to do it since Jimmy Fox in 1940.
Now pitching for
Carlos
the Mariners,
Vargas is forced to the mound after the injury.
Carlos Vargas.
Ball.
And a foul ball. Not close with that one. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. And downstairs.
That missed. That's a ball.
Next offering is in for a strike. Out towards left center. The Rosarena after it. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Now at the plate, Lawrence Butler. He's 0 for 1. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Inside. And it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got him swinging. Nothing doing there for the A's. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And we're back. Here's Dylan Moore.
For the Mariners, the second baseman, Dylan Moore.
And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1. And that one pulled foul. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. He swings and fouls one off. Severino kicks, deals. Swinging a foul straight back. Severino. Ball 1 there. That one the other way. Soderstrom takes it himself, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
The Mariners, the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
2 down, base is empty. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And another ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That one is absolutely belted. Gone! He sends it out of here. It's 2-0.
can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it, in a hitter's count.
Next to hit, Cal Raleigh.
Outside.
First
That's
pitch
a ball.
misses. And there's a foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the third. Pitch misses.
2 and 2.
Now 2-2. That one 95 to finish him off. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And it's 2-zip. You're dialed into the show. On to the fourth. Now it's the DH, Brent Rooker. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Outside,
No, that missed. That's a
ball
ball.
1. Vargas measures 6 feet 4 inches, 25 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
He got away with
1-1.
one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 and 2. Count.
That misses
That's
the
the ball.
zone. 2-2.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Next offering is downstairs.
He should get a pretty
is
good
full.
pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Here's the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
There was a high
0-1.
velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. Flied to right his first time. And misses
Oh, that's
inside. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1-1.
High fly ball out towards left field. Arozarena going back. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Tried to take on the wind in left field right there. Just a little too much traffic up in the air. Mother Nature won that one. It's hard to say, but I think that might be gone otherwise.
Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Rooker off of first with 2 away. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. And that is that. The A's strand 1, and they're down 2-0. bottom four, and
Lead
now
up
it's going to
for the
be
Mariners,
Randy
the
Arozarena.
left-hander, Randy.
Here's something cool, dude.
Right
When they
now.
finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season at the Kingdom, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoyed playing here.
Upstairs.
1-2.
That missed by a
2-2.
lot. And that's ball 2. Good eye in that
count.
spot.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
So all filled up. Severino popped up to the left into foul ground. Urias hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Luke.
Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. He's already homered here in this one. That's in there. That's strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That one ripped left field. That's back. Bounces off the wall as he makes the grab.
Now batting,
Man,
the
Boog, I
designated
love
hitter,
watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that
Henniger.
play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Henniger takes a
One
ball
ball,
as he
no
stands
strike.
in for the second time. Off the plate
Ball.
inside. Now 2-0. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one fouled off. 2-2. Just
Count
misses
full.
with that one.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
And that's ball
Ball
4.
4. Take your base.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're
The
trying to get back
batter,
into that
number 3.
dugout. But he's still in a
Shortstop,
good spot. He's just
JP.
got to refocus and deal with the
Crawford.
bottom of this order.
So a man at first. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and one man left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Mariners 2 and the A's nothing. Back in Seattle, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Zach Geloff. Vargas back to work. Foul ball there.
You know, these Athletics being a little too patient at the plate in this game. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Next pitch
That's the
is
ball.
outside. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Seth Brown up next for the A's. Fastball for a strike. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Ball.
Pitch misses,
No, that's out.
and it's 2-1. Right side, and it's through for a hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here's Luis Urias. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Edward Bizardo appears to be getting loose. Spire getting loose as well. Cut on and lifted in the air. Rodriguez puts it away. 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Jacob Wilson.
And now the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. Fly to left his first time. And a strike on the outside edge. Brown, the runner at first with 2 gone. Right through there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And that one is lifted in the air. Robles. And he makes the catch. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the 5th. The batter now, Jorge Polanco.
Third baseman, Jorge Polanco.
And that misses. And that's ball 1. That one in there across the letters. Ripped, but it curls foul. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Got him. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Up next for the
Dylan
Mariners.
Moore up next for the
Second
Mariners.
baseman,
Struck
Dylan
out swinging his first time.
Moore.
That catches the corner. Off the mark there. And 1-1. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9. Here's Victor Robles.
Number 10.
1 for 2.
Victor Robles.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Up the middle, gloves it on the dive, the throw, and that's a great play for the out.
Making it look easy.
For the 6th, and now the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Foul ball, still 0-2. That's down
That's
and
a
in.
ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. And a swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Next to hit, Brent Rooker. That misses the zone. Ball 1. The Mariners holding on to a 2-run lead, and we're the top half of the 6th. Smoked on the ground a second. Gets it to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now batting, the center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
J.J. Bleday up next for the A's. 0 for 2 in this one. That catches the zone for a strike. It's 0-1.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Inside, just missed.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing could put you right back in this ball game.
In there at the knees. 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a ball evens the count. And they'll do it again. The next pitch misses, and the count's full.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Mariners 2 and the A's nothing. Back at T-Mobile Park, bottom of the sixth. Now the number 2 hitter, Julio Rodriguez. First pitch, not close. The A's bullpen has some movement. Michel Otonez preparing to come on if needed. McFarland, the lefty, warming up as well. And it's fouled away. That's off the mark. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's inside. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much duped it in first base with a quick free pass.
And here comes Mark Kotsay as he's ready to make a change and go to the bullpen. Luis Severino is done. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
Michel Otonez gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Michel Otonez.
Man at first. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Outside.
No
If
strike.
you were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And that's outside. And the count now even up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Third time he struck out in this one,
Now
and
batting,
definitely
the
an
left
individual
fielder,
performance you want to
Randy.
flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Randy Arozarena. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
That's a ball low.
Squirts away a little bit. Pickoff throw, but it's wide of the bag and gets away. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Boog, you got to move your feet as footwork is so important on those pickoff throws over to first, and can be a little easy to get twisted up and throw across your body, and he didn't have much of a lead over there at all, so I doubt he was trying to do anything more than just keep him honest, which makes that error hurt even more.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 2 away now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Luke Raley.
So digging in, Luke Raley. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
First offering misses badly for ball one. Otanez, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit.
Yes.
Runner takes off for third. That one ripped right center field. Going gone! Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 4-0.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Haniger stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
So 2 balls and no strikes. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the bottom of the 6th. And another ball. And a strike. And a swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. That one blasted deep to right. Back there. Leaping, and it's gone. Mitch Haniger leaves the yard. It's 5-zip. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
So 2 away with nobody on. And the batter will be the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Swing and a miss.
0 balls, 1 strike. Nope, that's low. That's a ball.
That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Jorge Polanco up next for the Mariners. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's in there. Crawford off of first with 2 away. Pitch misses there, and now it's even 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
2 outs. Squirts away a little bit. Well done behind the dish. One, 2 now. Fly ball down the line. Brown settles under this one. He's got it. That is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And the lead is now 5-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Trent Thornton.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now, Shea Langoliers, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. First pitch just misses.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
Check swing, and he went. And the count even 1-1.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
Ball. Just missed. Started to swing, held up.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
At the plate, Tyler Soderstrom. Right down the chute, and that is strike one.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Right through there for a strike.
If you're not ready for that pitch, you're just going to swing and miss or pop it up, waste the at-bat. If you're going to let it go, you better be ready to swing it.
The 0-2. Now one miss. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Gabe Spire, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Bizzardo, the right-hander, loosening up as well. Nobody out. Runner at first. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
2-2.
Curve in the dirt.
Got a full count.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Well, this could be the start of something. They haven't found a way to score yet, but now's their chance to change that.
First and second, no outs. Next up for the A's, Zach Geloff. And that's a base hit into left field. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. Seth Brown up next for the A's. And the first offering is not close. All loaded up here in the top half of inning number 7.
Hey. 1-1.
Gets the outside corner with that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Rips that one to right. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. 1 run across, runner held at third, and they'll be loaded again with nobody out.
Now batting,
Luis Urias getting ready to hit.
Get on base here and keep building off this momentum. They're getting closer, but they still got some work to do.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
Tying run at the plate. Up the middle. Nice stop. There's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer.
Perfectly timed dive right there to knock the ball down. He gets up and flips it to the second baseman to start that 4-6-3 double play. Tell you what, that is the pitcher's best friend.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Trent Thornton won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching
on the mound now, Gregory Santos.
number 48. Gregory Santos.
Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball one. Geloff on third with 2 out. Strike on the outside corner, and the count even at 1. Back to the mound. It hit him. Over to the pitcher, but it's offline. He's safe at first.
Right fielder, Lauren.
Well, you can't give him 2 errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and it might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
And now, Lawrence Butler. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Little chopper rolls foul. Santos, 25 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Hit on the ground to short, and that one finds its way through. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Well, he's been having a hard time just
Up
putting the
next
ball
for
in
the
play
A's,
in this one,
the
so that
designated
should help soften the
hitter,
blow. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Big at-bat for Brent Rooker now. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. Base hit into the outfield. Here comes the throw, but it's offline. He will score.
Back-to-back singles. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. Really important at bat coming up now.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Gregory Santos departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Gabe
number
Spire.
55.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
J.J. Bleday up next for the A's. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Outside low. 1-0.
1-0.
Hard liner. No one can get there. It falls in. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a
Now
row.
batting.
Nice line
Catcher,
drive to the pull
James.
side right there, but he didn't
Regular.
spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position, and now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. Off the mark
Nope,
there.
ball.
And that's ball one. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. And a count 1-2.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Ball. 2-2.
And
No,
just
that's
misses with that one.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
2 on, 2 outs. Line drive. Fair ball. 1 runs in. Runner around third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. So in the end, 10 come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. 7th inning stretch time. It's the A's 6 and the Mariners 5. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Ferguson.
Now pitching for the Athletics, number 44, Tyler Ferguson.
Well, 1-run game, and stepping in for the Mariners, Dylan Moore. That one's in there. Strike 1. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. To third. A sliding stop to first. And very nicely done for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the
The
out.
right fielder,
Technique
number
was
10,
great. Reaction
Victor.
time was there, and the slide was smooth.
Robles.
Watching that play come together was really fun.
Victor Robles digs in now. 1 for 3. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And up next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. He's already homered in this game. And there's a ball. With the tying run on at first, here the bottom of the 7th. Swings through that.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
With 2
1 and 2,
strikes, may
out.
see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit. And a go-ahead run is on base.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boo.
Now
A bit of a
batting,
lost start for
catcher.
some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds.
Raleigh.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tying run and start us over here in the late innings.
2 on, 1 out. Cal Raleigh will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Swings and misses.
0-2.
And that is strike 2. 1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And that's off the inside edge. Now 1 and 2. him. 2 away.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in
Now
front
back.
there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more. His timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now, Randy Arozarena. That one's in there, and that's strike 1. Just missed.
Ball.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. This one's got a chance. It's gone. And that's how they take the lead. It's 8-6. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Tyler Ferguson done for the day, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. TJ McFarland gets the call from the pen.
Now
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
So 2 down, and here's the first baseman, Luke Raley. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. That's off the mark. 1-1. On the ground to the left. Foul ball. Swing and a ball popped up. Wilson. And that will end the inning. 3-run shot for Seattle. It's now 8-6. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Colin Snyder.
Now pitching for the Mariners. Number 52, Colin Snyder.
Tyler Soderstrom now at the plate.
The first baseman, number 21, Tyler Soderstrom.
Fouled off to the right. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
1-2.
And it's even
That's
up.
a ball.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Full count.
Payoff pitch. And he walked him.
Take your base.
And that'll bring the
Ball 4.
tying run to the plate.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Geloff in the box now. Takes strike one. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
2 strikes.
The tying run at the plate. To second, that's one. And they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Now it's going to be Seth Brown. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. And that one fouled off.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Two outs. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Polanco. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first
Now
without a
batting,
play.
Third baseman, Luis Urias.
So they're making a
Pinch hitting
move for a
the
bat off
Athletics.
the bench.
Number 13,
Gio Urshela.
And he would be the
Urshela.
tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
In for a strike. 0-1. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
That one misses, and the count is 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Mariners 8 and the Athletics 6. So remaining in the game defensively, Gio Urshela. He'll play third after coming into the game as a pinch hitter.
Number 13.
So now here's the DH,
Gio
Mitch Haniger.
Urshela.
First pitch, not close. And there's the strike. Late with the swing there.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Two and two.
The other way, and out number 1 on the grab.
That swing right
The
there
batter,
tells me
number
he's
3,
seeing the ball pretty well.
shortstop,
I know it didn't produce a
JP
hit, but he made solid
Crawford.
contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And now for Seattle, J.P. Crawford.
See, there's this name that I met on the train, and I never complain, but she don't dig my game. We never kick it, it's system whenever we hang. Kinda strange when they
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Butler hauls it in, 2 away.
The third baseman, number 7, Jorge.
2 outs, base is
Polanco.
empty. Jorge Polanco, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Just
No,
missed.
that missed. That's the ball.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Into second, and he's got a double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Now it's the second baseman, Dylan Moore. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And that's outside. Swings through that one for strike 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Rocketed out towards right center. That's a base hit. Polanco coming around third. He will score. And it's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So up next, Victor Robles. On the ground, right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. And they do get the 3rd out of the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. Last chance coming up for the A's.
Now pitching for.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer,
Number
Andres
75.
Munoz.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Wilson, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And 1-2.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
And first offering is fouled off. The Athletics trailing by 3 here at the top of the 9th. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
2-2.
That one to first, and it finds its way through for a hit.
Up next for the A's, the designated hitter, Brent.
1 down. Brent Rooker getting ready to hit. Fastball is outside. Next offering is fouled back. Man at first, one away. Next offering is down low. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do? 2-2. That one not close. And it's a full count. Struck him out swinging. And they're down to their last out. J.J. Bleday up next for the A's.
The center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
Misses inside. Ball one. And a swing and a miss. Butler off of first with 2 away. They're down to their final strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The A's down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
When you hit 5 balls out of the yard, you expect to win. Some teams live and die by the long ball. Today, these 5 homers, they really led them to victory.
9-6 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.